warm tone color more. It looks like more cool tone, warm tone. Okay, pass. This one is winter, summer, winter, summer, winter, and summer. Okay, so I'm gonna take a picture one more time.
Looking, man, looking. Oh, you got one. Wait, let me get an action shot on that. Whoa. Pretty good?
Pretty damn good.
Whoa, so cool. Oh, oh, oh.
I don't think it's working. switch camera. So which one is it?
Go.
저희 메인이어서요.
잠시 후 동성 주변을 기찰하던 응직 수목물의 광화문 배치가 완료되면 행사가 시작될 예정이오니
On Netflix.
Sister. Sounded nice. Sounds good.
chanting.
Sugar no milk. Ginseng, you know?
Yeah.
Oh, 6 year ginseng.
Oh, really? Damn.
I was already lifting my.
야 근데 은근히잖아. 그 입시 탁걸이가 뭔가 입시하고 나왔어. 우와. 이상하다.
Gift?
Give.
Oh. Hey, watch.
Yeah? Sounds good. Crazy man. It's kind of cool.
Where's the advertising for? Whoa.
아무 소용 없어.